Hello, I'm William Tarpe. The World Development Report 2020 describes how many poor countries have grown faster, lifting millions out of poverty over the past decades. However, there's still more than 1 billion inhabitants of our world still in danger of extreme poverty and hunger. This course sadly did not have enough time to go into dealing with global value chains and sustainable development in conflict-prone countries where more than 70 million people can't sleep in their own beds tonight. January 1st, 2020 saw the launch by the United Nations 75 initiative. It is so far the largest, most inclusive conversation on the role of global cooperation for building a better future for all. I really want to thank the presenters and members of this MOOC who have provided so much added value with their discussion strings and comments. World leaders are preparing now to meet for the 75th session of the United Nations General Assembly. Side events opened on September 15th. They focused on the world, the future we want, the UN we need, and really went about reaffirming our collective commitments to multilateralism. Today, governments are providing their comments about the work of the United Nations over the last 75 years, urging greater collaboration and partnerships. This course has added value to my primary work. How can the Agenda 2030 and Sustainable Development Goals challenge be sped up in the post-pandemic world? This goal for me on this digital artifact is to describe how my learning has deepened by the video presentations, the written materials, and most importantly by my colleagues participating and sharing thoughts in their discussion strings. The changing roles of the private sector and government going forward will be debated greatly. The influence on management thinking, corporate governments, and strategic moves of the future are all going to be discussed over the next few days. We have renewed quite a number of ideas in this class. Responsibilities and duties for improving global value chain performance to support healthier corporations, communities, and governments. Being more inclusive with a wider breadth of stakeholders was one of the keys which will be studied extensively going forward. Look closely at this year's General Assembly debate and how our world leaders' speeches may touch upon support going forward for global value chains. These 2020 UNGA debates are clearly seeking ways of speeding up the pace of achieving Sustainable Development Goal outcomes, and materials covered in this course will be frequently referred to. As I drilled down over this course materials, I detected increasing pressure on companies to pay attention to ESG, environmental, social, and governance issues. I am motivated and better prepared to engage researchers, educators, business groups, and NGOs about the risks and opportunities that will have to be addressed to build sustainable communities and marketplaces. And from here in the IE, the Inland Empire of Southern California, how we then can extend this knowledge to corners of the world where conflict is occurring. That for me is my #1 mission. I appreciated everyone's participation. Thank you very much. Sustainable Development Goal 17, Target 18. By 2020, being able to enhance capacity building support to developing countries, being able to increase significantly availability of high quality, timely, and reliable data. Have we done that? Gapminder Foundation sees that we need much more work that has to be done on this topic.